Development environment. So in this section, we're going to learn about the Java development environment. So first, we're going to learn what integrated development environments are. Then, we're going to download and run Eclipse. Then we're going to write our first Java program by using Eclipse. Then we're going to learn how to compile and run Java programs. And then we're going to review our first Java program and pop the cork on champagne and congratulate ourselves for doing a great job. Well, the champagne's on you. So let's take a close look at what is the Integrated Development Environment, or better known as IDE. So IDE is a software application that combines all of the features and tools needed by you, the software developer. A developer may debug, run, and test applications with IDE because it provides a useful debugging and testing feature set. IDE helps us in quickly navigating to a particular type without needing to worry about our project. It also provides auto-completion. That means that whenever you type part of a function or class name and then press a shortcut combination, the rest of the name is automatically typed for you. So all these features are a great reason for you to prefer an IDE. The most popular and pretty much the best known IDEs for Java are Eclipse, NetBeans, and IntelliJ. So in this course, I'm going to side with Eclipse. So what I'll do is I'll introduce Eclipse to you, and then I'm going to write some Java programs on Eclipse throughout this course. Download and run Eclipse. Eclipse is famous for Java Integrated Development Environment, IDE. Eclipse is powerful, and it's an advanced text editor with a lot of plugins and tools. With Eclipse, you can write your Java programs much faster and execute them with just the push of a button. Also, the plugin architecture gives you the ability to constantly add to the development tools you need. Also, there are lots of features in Eclipse. If you want to learn more, just check out the official Eclipse help documents. Because, this isn't a course just about Eclipse. So installing Eclipse is pretty easy. If you don't have Java JDK installed on your computer already, first, please take a moment and do it. So now we're going to install Eclipse on the Windows operating system. So if you're a Linux or Mac user, don't worry about it because there's not going to be that much that's different or difficult. And you can follow similar instructions on the Eclipse website to install Eclipse on Linux or Mac as well. So now go to whatever your favorite search engine, Google, is, and search Eclipse. And on that result page, choose the download link. Now on this page, we choose the proper link according to our particular operating system and type. All right, so my system type is Windows 64-bit, so I'm choosing download 64-bit. Now, if your system is 32-bit, you're just going to have to download the 32-bit version. Now, on this page, we'll just choose download again. And sure enough, the download is starting. And of course, it's going to take a while, according to your network speed, but I can fast forward. So we've downloaded the Eclipse installer. Eclipse Installer, a new and more efficient way to install Eclipse. It is a proper installer, so that means there's no zip files, with a self-extracting download that leads you through the installation process. Bada boom, bada bing. So once the download is finished, just open up the file and start the Eclipse installer executable. Now, you may or may not get a security warning to run the file. If the Eclipse Foundation is the publisher, you are good to go and select Run. And the new Eclipse installer shows the packages available. So we can search for the package that you want to install, or you can scroll through the list. But I know what we want, so we're going to choose Eclipse IDE for Java developers from the list. Now specify the folder where we want Eclipse to be installed. The default folder will be in our user directory. And then we select the Install button to begin the installation. So it takes a while, of course, according to network speed, system performance. But in the installation process, the installation has created a window with the title, "Do you trust these certificates?" So select the certificate in the window and then press Accept Selected in order to move on. All right, so once the installation is complete, we can now launch Eclipse. So now we have to choose a workspace for our projects. A workspace is pretty much a folder on your hard drive where Eclipse stores your Java projects. I'll advise you to create a folder named Java Projects on your disk. And I'll choose this folder in my user folder. And then during this course, our projects and source files will be stored in this particular workspace. So that's it. We have now successfully installed Eclipse on a system. So you're going to see a welcome screen with links to guides and help materials. You may wish to read some of them, or just close the screen for now, because I'm going to show you a couple of things. But before closing, if you don't want to see the welcome screen at the startup, just uncheck right here, always show welcome at startup. Okay, so now you can close the welcome screen. Now, do you see the Package Explorer on the left side of the screen? The Package Explorer view allows you to browse the structure of your projects, and it allows you to open the files in an editor with just double-clicking on the file. So you see this empty area here? This is your code area. That's where we're going to write Java codes. The Problems view shows errors and warning messages. And we can just go ahead and close the other views for now. Now, let's customize our Eclipse by adding some views. So first I want to add console view via window, show view, console. The console is used to display program output. And of course I want to add a Project Explorer view via the window, show view, Project Explorer. The Project Explorer view allows you to browse and modify files of Eclipse projects. And any change in the Project Explorer is directly applied to the files. For example, if you rename a file, the file system is directly changed. Now, Eclipse has typical menus on the menu bar. These menus are File menu, Edit menu, Navigate menu, Search menu, Project menu, Run menu, Window menu, and Help menu. So we'll use Eclipse in our exercises because it's simple and we don't need to worry about professional editors' configurations. We just want to focus on learning Java for now, right? Okay, so let's understand how our Java Hello World source file was compiled and then executed. First, we wrote the Java source code in the Hello World.java file using Eclipse IDE. Then the program has to be compiled into bytecode. Java compiler compiles the source code and then generates the hello world.class file. And then this class file can be executed in any platform or operating system by Java Virtual Machine. I love it. So Java Virtual Machine translates bytecode into native machine code, which machines can then execute. Oh, also let me mention that library code is executed by the Java Virtual Machine. So yes, now get ready because we are ready to write our first Java program. So let's launch Eclipse from the desktop shortcut or your favorite Java development editor, and then choose a path for the workspace. I'll choose the default path, and sometimes you have to wait while Eclipse is being opened. Hello World will be our first program. Now, of course, it's the tradition in a programming world to create a small program which writes "Hello World" as the phrase to the console. So in order to create a Java project, please choose the File menu and New, and then choose Java Project, and then enter the project name. My first Java project. All right, so you can use the default location or select the other location. If you have multiple versions of Java runtime environment, you can always choose the JRE that your project is targeting. And by default, the newest JRE will be selected, so we choose the first option. There's no need to change any of the other options. And then click Next on the screen, and in fact, uncheck Create Module Info.java file. And then click the Finish button. And yeah, our new project was created in the Project Explorer. So after that, from the source folder, SRC, on the Project Explorer pane on the left side of the Eclipse IDE, just right-click on it to show the contextual menu and choose the menu item New and Class. So now on this screen, enter Hello World as a package name. So a package can be thought of as a folder, and the package name starts with the lowercase letters. So let's give Hello World as our name for the new class, and also check the box public static void main. And what that does is it lets Eclipse create a main method, and then we can click the Finish button. So now you see the Hello World class with package in the Project Explorer view. And also you'll see a comment line on the code area to do auto-generated method stub. Told you it was a language. So this is the Eclipse code template that is automatically created. Now, of course, if we don't like this template, we can change the templates via the Window, Preferences, Java, Code Style, and Code Template. Select Code and Method Body, and then just press Edit to edit the template. And then remove the to-do comment. And press Apply and Close, and let's see what we get. So let's change the code of the hello world.java file to the following code. System.out.print inside double quote hello world. And what this method does is it prints the content inside the double quote into the console and inserts a new line after. Now, in Java, it is necessary to add a semicolon at the end of the statement. And yeah, that's all. To execute the Java Hello World program, right-click on your program file and choose Run As, Java Application. And if everything's correct, you're going to see Hello World in the console window just like that. Congratulations, we did our first Java program. We have understood how to run a Java program. Why don't we take a closer look at the program that we've written? The Hello World application consists of two primary components. First, the Hello World class definition and the main method. Public class Hello World is the first line of our Java program. Every Java application must have at least one class definition that consists of the class keyword followed by the class name. And the code for each class appears between the opening and closing curly braces. Now we will discuss the subject of classes in further detail in some of the upcoming lectures, but right now it's just enough to know that every Java application begins with a class definition. Public static void main string args, or arguments. So this is our next line in the program. In the Java programming language, every application must contain a main method whose signature is, well, just like that. Also, we'll cover how to define a method in Java in the next upcoming lectures. And then finally, line system.out.println hello world. So the print method prints the content inside the double quotes into the console and inserts a new line after. So it uses a system class from the core library of Java. Now, don't worry if you don't get it at first. We're going to learn a whole lot more about classes and methods in the next lectures.